Thank you.
I think you were alternate to Pro Bowl. How does that feel?
Feels good. Feels good to get the recognition. You know, I obviously want to be higher up on those votes. Do I deserve it this year? I'm not really in that discussion. I think I deserve to be in the discussion for the votes, but you know, nonetheless, I'm still proud of myself. I'm proud of the other guys on the team that you know, achieved that goal. Shows our growth, and you know, give me a little bit of motivation for next year, something to look forward to. So it's definitely a great honor, and yeah, I'm very happy.
That also is a testament to where you were, you got to this league, to where you are now.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think you know, even last year, the year before, I don't know if we could ever, you know, have this discussion about, you know, playing in the Pro Bowl or even playing, you know, this deep into the season. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm always want to talk about growth, and you know, the one quote that my dad has always said is not where you start, is where you finish, and I know a lot of people hear that, but I truly believe that, and that's been one of the things I kind of lived by, you know, my whole life. So it kind of gets me through a little bit of adversity. So.
Randy, I know you have been healthy all season, been able to play games that you've been productive when you have. What have you proven to yourself this year in terms of your ability to make it back to this level of success?
I mean, you guys have asked me that kind of before. I've always said, you know, I'm very confident in my play. A lot of it is just being athletic and being myself, and you know, this year was really about getting better at the finer details of being a pass rusher and being a complete player. And there's still a lot of stuff that I've messed up on, and that, you know, I'm continuing to work on. And so, you know, I think I'm a good player, but I know there's a lot more to do on the field, individually and as a team, and that's for this year and, you know, years beyond. So.
What fine were you telling Mike that he needed to play yesterday?
Oh, well, he, you know, Micah likes to dip in and out of the defensive line room. You know, he'll show up one week, get a couple sacks, and then leave. And he thinks when he's in that room, you know, we have a whole list of stuff you can't do. And I don't know if it's just because he's a kid or what, but he chooses to do everything that's going to have you on that board, right? And he's been on that board since Chargers week probably, and hasn't, you know, taken care of his business. So you got to take care of that, you know.
What's on the list of things you can't do?
Well, for him, I think the one, you know, every guy has a rule they break a lot. For him, it's probably not staying in his lane and being a rookie, handling his duties, not getting on the elevator, you know, walk her ass up the stairs, up and down the stairs like a rookie, you know, things like that he chooses not to do. So, you know, we'll find him. Eventually one day he'll take care of it, you know. He says he's got all those belts and stuff. I'm sure he can sell one of those and pay off the fine, so.
So what's your rule you break?
Me? I think my cell phone's gone off. A lot of sensitivity. That's funny, you know. You think a lot of guys aren't, you know, the most sensitive. We play such a tough sport, but one of the fines we hand out the most is sensitivity fines and rudeness fines. Rudeness fines and sensitivity.
You saying somebody being too sensitive?
Yeah.
Like getting their feelings hurt over a joke or something?
Or being too rude. Just a little fine. It's not big, you know. It's playful, but it's just surprising what fines, you know, go out the most between the guys, you know. And that's one of the things, the sensitivity, reaching, you know, reaching for a joke that they don't need to reach for, little things like that. So.
How big a deal is DeMarcus being back? What has that done for you and the other guys on the line?
It's a big confidence boost. You know, DeMarcus he's our leader, vocally, physically, on the field, and having him there just kind of makes us go a little bit faster, play a little bit faster, a little bit smarter. You know, you have the cohesiveness, and you know, guys really know what to do, have the timing down, and things like that. So having him out there is just a plus any week.
You've known him longer than anybody here, I think, on defense.
We were talking about it on the field that me and him, maybe besides DA, we've been here the longest in the D-line room. Yeah, we've been. I mean, I've been with him since 2015. Yeah, so I mean, it's been a long time. You know.
Now that he's in year 8, and you think he's like looking at it and appreciating this moment of what you guys can do, maybe more than you guys would have in 15, 16, 18.
I don't know. I definitely know he appreciates that. I think we all realize how special we are as a group. I think we all have, one common goal, and that's to win and win a Super Bowl. And it's nice to see the different teams we've had here, and to see us kind of come together the way we have this year. It's really special, regardless of the outcome. We have a real good group of guys, not just on the field, but just the locker room. Everyone seems like, you can hang out with anybody and talk to anybody. There's real good brotherhood in here, probably more than I'm used to, even in college, So it's refreshing. It's nice to see.
Randy, you talked a lot about using y'all in different ways on the field. What are some of the ways you're being used this year that you haven't been before, and how did he go about telling you, like he's saying, DeMarcus, go inside or something like that?
I wouldn't say I've been used differently than I have in the past. I think just the frequency of it, In the past, you have a package here and there where I may stand up or I may do a specific stunt or whatever. And this year, it's, that's literally our game plan almost every week is, at least on passing downs, is just figuring out ways we can put, we had him here this week, last week, let's put him here. And it makes it hard for the defense to really zero in on one guy, zero in on Micah, zero in on me, DeMarcus, Nev, whoever may be in there. DQ and AD have done a real good job as far as getting guys in position to make plays, and guys are stepping up and making those plays.
Randy, how involved are you in the bet with the offense?
Not much. I know about it, but that's, That's out of my pay grade. Trust me.
You guys have more turnovers than they have touchdowns. Doesn't that spell doom for the team overall? Don't you want more touchdowns?
I never thought about that. You may have stumped me on that one. I don't know. I never. Did that happen this past? That didn't happen this past.
You guys scored it too. You guys won.
And we won.
Season.
I mean, look, if it happens that way, that's fine. I don't mind, to win the bet and win the game. It's a win-win for us. But I never thought about that. Yeah, you kind of stumped me right there.
Talking about that, his penetration of the interior, is that Gordon called him a dense human? What is he out of?
He's definitely a dense human. I'll say that much. He's a big dude, but it's like you poke him and it's like tough, like snake skin. I don't know, but no, it's good to have him back. He's a character, and it's good to have him actually, in the room and being, not to say he wasn't before, but just having that presence, knowing he's gonna go out there and play with us. Real good athlete. Can rush the passer. We really need that kind of pressure up the middle, going into the playoffs and things like that. So it's nice to have him out there. It's good to have pretty much everyone healthy at this point. I know Urban's still out, but to have everyone healthy at this point going into the tail end of the year is pretty good.
When we talk to Mike, it seems like he always has these well thought out different kinds of sayings and stuff.
He does.
Like you guys rushing together, being all aligned together, going over Gazelle. What are some examples of maybe some stuff? Does he use that stuff with you guys too?
Yeah, he does. Him and D-Law. I think they hang out a lot or something because they use kind of the same little quotes and motivational stuff that and sometimes it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to them. And I don't know, Mike. I see some of the stuff Micah says, and it's like he prepares this shit, the night before. He knows what you guys are gonna ask. He knows what he's gonna say, and it's great for clicks. And but I think that speaks to his personality. He's a good guy, funny. He's young-minded, still got a lot to learn. But special kid, good guy to have on the team.
How would you describe the way he balances that confidence with still making sure to put in the work?
Just stay humble. I think, we've had points throughout the year as a team, and even myself, just getting a little bit of the humble pie, and just staying grounded. Knowing what the goal is, the main goal as a team, and having the same preparation every week in, week out. At that point, you can kind of forget about that all the other stuff. Just go out there and play, win the game, and keep it that simple.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.